So, how was your PTD Seoul weekend? By the looks of it, it seems like ARMYs and BTS alike had a blast during their kickoff concert in Seoul, and while the 3-day concert is finally over, the hype isn't going away. Actually, a lot of fans are still on a concert high, and I'm not blaming you since it was definitely one of the best. Speaking of the best, a lot of things happened during the concert, and it's almost impossible to pick a favorite. And if you're having trouble just like me, don't worry, because I prepared a list of the most iconic moments during PTD in Seoul. And believe me, you'll surely relive all of the magical moments throughout this video. Are you ready? At number 5, BTS and their interesting wardrobe choices. Aside from the set list and possible new song reveal, fans are also looking forward to BTS's stage outfits, since clothing adds a lot of personality to make a stage perfect. When it comes to PTD concerts though, the boys had shown us a wide range of wardrobe choices, some of which affect ARMYs a lot more compared to others. Specifically, Jungkook's cropped blazer during Fake Love had fans go completely crazy. And nope, I'm not even exaggerating, since during the PTD Seoul concert, JK woke up and decided to choose violence, aka being violently sexy without even trying. The blazer first made its debut during their first Permission to Dance last year, and it was already dangerous like that, but this version is way hotter. The magnet was totally focused during the performance. He didn't notice how his blazer's buttons came off, and oh, it was the moment. I'm talking about when we finally noticed his clothing situation. He didn't panic and instead offers fans the biggest smile of all time. Fans, on the other hand, weren't able to keep their calm, and I can only imagine ARMYs who were watching the concert online smashing their keyboards because just look at him. And in case you want to know how seriously this button affected ARMYs, words like Jungkook's button, one button, button down trended in Korea real time after Jungkook's button ultimately gave up. The other members weren't helping either, since they made sure they served as well. J-Hope and Jimin, for example, rocked their respective mesh tops. Fans were even joking about how the boys made sure to tell fans to dress warmly for the concert, since the weather is pretty cold in Korea that day, only to see them wearing clothes that are completely inappropriate for the cold weather. It's definitely ironic because before the concert started, the boys left messages on Weverse reminding ARMYs to stay warm, only for them to do the complete opposite and not follow their own advice. At number 4, Suga's surprise birthday event. The rapper actually celebrated his birthday last March 9th, but that didn't stop ARMYs to shower Suga the love he deserves. Fans shared a lot of pictures of them throughout Suga's birthday week, but the party isn't over just yet. Aside from getting him an ad on Times Square in New York, ARMYs who attended the concert surprised Yoongi with their adorable cat-shaped signs that spelled out Suga's real name. Of course, Suga looked super happy when he noticed the event. Even the members were glad to see how their precious Yoongi is getting all the love. They also sang him a birthday song, and it's just magical, not to mention his cute little dance during his birthday song, which made everything perfect. Good job, ARMYs. Up next at number 3, a husband choosing BTS over his wife. So it is not unusual for couples or even married couples to attend BTS concerts, since the boys have a pretty wide range of fans. However, this husband is different. Why do I say that? Well, he basically chose BTS over his wife and attended the concert alone when they failed to secure 2 tickets for the show. NBC News actually reported that they had spotted a middle-aged male at the concert, and again, while that isn't bizarre, what caught their attention was the fact he was alone. This being an uncommon sight, they decided that they needed to get a story. Turned out that when he was doing ticketing with his wife, he successfully secured 1 ticket for himself, while his wife didn't. Ooh, unfortunate, right? When the newscaster questioned him on why he didn't give up his ticket for her, the husband just grinned with his eyes slightly as he blamed the matter on Hybe instead. Hopefully, he can go to the next concert with his wife this time, so better open more dates, Hybe. At number 2, the members, when they're graceful, falls. Tripping and falling over isn't unusual during concerts, and while we want the boys to always be safe, it's inevitable that they get a fall or two since every stage is different and they really can't expect what will happen. PTD Seoul isn't that different because throughout the concert the boys had their fair share of stage accidents and mistakes, and while some were either salvaged by the members by making it as graceful as they can, there were a few which are borderline dangerous. For example, while performing Black Swan, Jimin wore this gorgeous black outfit and he looked ethereal, just out of this world. The stage is full of black feathers too, which completed the gothic vibe the song was giving off. However, there was a downside to that since the floor became slippery with the feathers on top of it. So when Jimin was trying to get to his next position, he fell down hard. If you'd ask, which of course shocked fans who were watching the concert live and online. However, the vocalist handled the fall very professionally and even made something out of it. He didn't miss a beat and continued singing while leaning back as if the mistake was part of the choreography, and the fan loved how fast he recovered from it. This ARMY even tweeted saying, "Jimin handled the slip as if it's part of the choreo. He's such a professional. I hope it didn't hurt." Aside from improvising a fall, Jimin also kept his members safe from falling. When the boys were going around the concert hall greeting ARMYs, they rode the usual moving platforms, and you guys know how tall these are, right? And since JK can be clumsy at times, he was caught off balance when the platform suddenly came to a stop. Even the other members were surprised. Luckily, Jimin was nearby and hurriedly grabbed the magnet so he wouldn't fall. Suga also took a big fall because of the slippery stage. Jin even pointed out and was even comforting the rapper when he showed his elbow, which was basically super red and even looked a little bruised. Fans were super worried when he showed it, but he assured them he is fine. Finally, at number 1, the members were extra chaotic. The boys had mentioned a lot of times how they're super happy to finally hold an offline concert in Korea since they miss their K-ARMYs a lot. Maybe this is the reason why they were extra hyper throughout the concerts and ARMYs were super happy seeing the boys happy. I mean, look at how Taehyung was basically channeling his inner hype self. Even the other members were having a hard time singing because V is just so extra that day. Of course, I have to put this moment right here. Look at how the boys were doing their own version of Disease while J-Hope was rapping. Aside from being super funny, you can actually see their personalities peeking through their antics. And in case a friend of yours asks you who BTS is, I recommend you show them the video first so that they'll know who they are going to fall in love with. Not to mention how touchy and cuddly the boys are with each other on stage. Seems like they truly miss performing in Korea, huh? Well, concerts are finally over, but we will surely see the boys sooner than we imagined, since they still have an album to release and a world tour to conquer. Speaking of the album, make sure to watch this video and know the details about what songs are we getting next. See you next time!